Welcome back to Say No To Lashon Hara, day 24. This entire series is being done as a zechut for refuah shlema for Chana Bat Simafega. The final part of the Chafetz Chaim's introduction to his book on Lashon Hara is in some ways, hardest to hear. He mentions at least two different times the Torah tells you that a person who does this action of speaking Lashon Hara is included in one of the two very difficult curses of the Torah. The Torah specifically says, Arur makeh re'ehu basater. Cursed is he who hits his friend in private or in secret. And what does it mean to hit someone in secret? You know, if you walk up to someone and you strike them directly out in the open, they know who hit them, they know who to fight back against, they know where this is coming from. But when a person spreads rumors, all of a sudden this person starts hearing people are talking, but they don't know how to address the problem or how to stop this fire from spreading. Therefore, the Torah says, cursed is he who hits his friend in secret. The second element where we find the Torah curses somebody who speaks Lashon Hara is by proxy. The Pasuk tells us, Arur asher lo yakim et kol divrei haTorah hazot la'asot otam. Cursed is he who does not stand up the words of the Torah to do them. Our rabbis explain that what that means is, if there's a specific mitzvah that a person just can't be bothered to do, they do other mitzvot, but there's a certain mitzvah where the person just says, you know what, forget it, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to struggle, I'm not going to learn, I'm not going to push, it's just too hard. At that point where the person has written off that commandment, that person has stepped on this mitzvah of Arur asher lo yakim et kol divrei haTorah hazot la'asot otam. You're not even trying to do them. You're not trying to pick it up. And at that point, the Torah actually says as well, Arur. Whenever the Torah refers to curses that come to a person, it's meant to illustrate that the Torah took this so seriously that the ramifications of doing these actions resulted in the person getting punished by such a difficult thing as a curse from the Torah. Not only that, if a person takes a specific sin and just decides, you know what, I'll do everything else, I'm just not doing this, on that thing he is called mumar ledavar echad. He's considered a rebel with regards to one sin. He's just saying to Hashem, I get you on everything else, I'm just not doing this thing. On that, Chafetz Chaim says, Gadol avono minso. His sin is too great to be carried. It's a very, very powerful statement. God carries a great many sins. But when someone says, I'm done, I'm not doing this, I'm out, I don't need to do this, Hashem, I'm not accepting this mitzvah of yours, in a certain sense, he really is also turning down all of the Torah. Because if God says 6:13 and you say 6:12, what are you actually saying? You're also just saying, not just that I'm not doing the 613th, but that all 612 I'm only doing because I'm agreeing to do them. In a certain sense, when a person doesn't even try and work on something, we're not talking about succeeding. Lots of people can fail in lots of things. That's part of life, growing towards perfection. But when a person just gives up and says, I'm not doing this, I don't care, at that point, he undermines not only that mitzvah, but all the other mitzvot as well. The Chafetz Chaim says that if a person reviews just the introduction of his book, where he goes through all the mitzvot that a person will benefit if they guard their tongue, and all the sins that a person will commit if they don't, the various blessings that they would lose if they're not careful, and the various curses that they take when they go down this path, that alone will help them with Shmirat HaLashon. May God bless us always to do our very best in this challenging but beautiful mitzvah.